Shalom, brothers and sisters. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's so good. So we are so grateful for this day, for his joy. His mercies are renewed each morning. And, we got to be careful because I've been thinking that, we go to the congregation, right? And then we start singing like songs, and we got to be careful with our words, because our words, it's like send your fire, or like send your fire. And then when it comes, we're like, oh, what's going on here? Y'all save me, right? So it's like we got to be more understanding of what that even means, right? So, well, about our declarations that we make, that's like what I think about that. But check it out. So yesterday we read Yirmiyahu 33. It's all good. Check it out. And I saw the fall feast right here in so many places that it's just incredible. So, I just wanted to read some of this because so good. Yeah, it's so good. All right, let me see. Jeremiah 33:11 says, the voice of joy and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, the voice of those who are saying, praise Yahuwah of hosts, for Yahuwah is good and his kindness is forever. Amen. Of those who are bringing the offering of praise into the house of Yahuwah. Wow, they're bringing the offering of praise into the house of Yahuwah. For it, I shall turn back the captivity of the land, as at the first, declares Yahuwah. So Yahuwah's making a declaration. And we know that his word is not ever going to return void, and is going to accomplish what he said. And that's faith, putting our faith in his word. A lot of people want to put, well, I believe I can fly. And then, it's like, well, you got to put your faith in his word, not in just any thought that you get, because, And then all right, going to 10. All right, so then, I was seeing that in religion, it's like, they're like, you gotta, just put your faith in Jesus, right? Follow Jesus. I mean, what does that even mean? That it's like that's it. Like, to follow Jesus is to say that you follow him. And so, now that we know these things, we see these appointed times. So by following HaMashiach, we are, at these appointed times meeting with him, because this is when he meets with us, So he's like, Yah gave us his word. And it's, a lot of people have misunderstood it. So, they haven't understood it, right? And now people are understanding. And so now we're following it. And it's just incredible, right? And so we got to be careful with our declarations. Yahuwah declared that, for I shall turn back the captivity of the land at the first, declares Yahuwah. So we are coming back. And this is when they went to Babylon, right? Right, remember? Because they didn't keep the Shemitah, because they didn't let the Yahudim slaves, the Hebrew slaves, be released. So they said they would, and then they didn't. If you read the whole thing, it's just incredible. Because now, and 34 is good too. So this is what we are understanding. This is in Babylon. They went to Babylon. Now we're in Mystery Babylon, And a lot of people think they're free, but it's really when we come back to his appointed times, to his word, that we're free. Because that's what the enemy is bondaging us up. entertaining us or whatever, so that we are drifted away from his word. And now that we're coming back, Yah, help us in every which way that we could bless your name, give you offerings of praise, and turn back with a whole heart. Because look at this in number 33, Jeremiah 33:15 says this: in those days and at that time, I cause a branch of righteousness to spring forth for David, David, and he shall do right ruling and righteousness in the earth. In those days, Yehuda shall be saved, and Jerusalem dwell in safety. And this is that which shall be proclaimed to her. Yahuwah, our righteousness. Yahuwah Zerachenu. For thus said Yahuwah, for David, there is not to cease a man to sit on the throne of the house of Israel. And we all know Messiah is on Yas. He's on David's throne, reigning. He's on, and we are supposed to make a temple and put him, enthrone him in our lives, And part of this enthronement is our declarations. If we're declaring things that aren't good, then I don't know, because out of the heart the mouth speaks. These are all things that we are so amazing that we are, because we are coming to this understanding, and it's like, wow, like 10 years ago or had no idea this was going on. I was like, oh my God. I was just like, look at me now. Praise Yah. And that is all Yahuwah Spirit. And his word, renewing our mind. So we have to renew our mind by the, renew our mind by the washing of his word. Okay. So, and this is it. We're renewing our mind now, because if we don't do it now, there comes a point where it's too late. As we can see in 34, we see judgment. We see that on 34, it talks about this release that Yah was telling them, you got to release the Hebrews, right? So they're like, fine, we're going to release them, yay. And then they released them, yay, everything good, boom. They turned back and profaned my name. And each one took, and this is Jeremiah 34:16. They profaned Yahuwah's name. Each one of you took back his male and female slaves, whom he had let go free at their pleasure, and brought them into subjection to be your male and female slaves. Therefore, so for disobeying the appointed times, the commandments, Yahuwah says, therefore you have not obeyed me in proclaiming release, each one to his brother and each one to his neighbor. See, I am proclaiming release to you, declares Yahuwah, to the sword, to pestilence, and to scarcity of food, and I shall make you a horror to all reigns of the earth. So we see this judgment coming, and we see why. We see why, right? Because before he said that he makes a covenant between the day and the night. Or is that all right, number 34, Jeremiah 34:19. Okay. And the word of Yahuwah came to Yirmiyahu saying, thus said Yahuwah, if you could break my covenant with the day and my covenant with the night, so that there be not day and night, in their season, then my covenant could also be broken with David, my servant, so that he shall not have a son to reign upon his throne. And the Levites, the Kohanim, my tenants. So if anybody could break it, which they cannot, and it's tied in with his Moedims, his appointed times, Leviticus 23. It's so amazing. The plan of redemption is right there, and we're growing in our understandings, not so that we could just understand, but so that we could do.